What up, guys, and welcome back to the Top T Fundamentals course. In this video, we're going to cover the andropause myth. Let's get into it. So I want to start by making this very clear for the guys 30 and older, but also for the younger guys who are going to have to, consider this when they turn 30 or older. What you may hear referred to as andropause, or the supposedly inevitable decline in testosterone levels as you age past 30, is a myth to some degree. Now, hear me out. A study in 2012 showed that andropause is not actually a result of aging, but rather a result of behavioral and health changes that are common among older men. And this makes sense, logically too. This means that the decline in testosterone levels that usually comes with age is not inevitable with age. And in fact, this wasn't even happening to men until pretty recently. This is good news, and it means that the ball is in your court, and you can do something about it to keep your T levels high even as you age through your 80s. So just 50 years ago, as we discussed in the first module about the testosterone crisis, the average 65-year-old man had total testosterone of 1189 nanograms per deciliter. These are men that never took steroids or exogenous testosterone or TRT. And to put this into perspective of how prevalent of an issue this is and how prevalent of an issue it's become, the average 65-year-old today has 638 nanograms per deciliter. This is a 47% decline over those 50 years in men that are the same age. So 65-year-old men 50 years ago had 47% more testosterone on average than 65-year-old men today have. So does that mean that automatically aging means lower testosterone? Not necessarily. We can't look at something that has only been happening recently and view it as an inevitable thing that just happens with nothing we can do to prevent it or reverse it. What's interesting as well is not only do we see this trend in older men, but we also see it in younger men. In fact, even worse. This tells us that it's not aging that's the problem, which is very important for us to distinguish. 50 years ago, the average healthy natty 25-year-old man had total testosterone of 1276 nanograms per deciliter. And now the average healthy natty 25-year-old man has only 500 nanograms per deciliter. So young men actually show worse testosterone issues than older men as the consequences of certain substances and frequencies like xenoestrogens and EMFs from phones and technology take more effect in subsequent generations. Now, to add on top of this, the reference ranges that doctors have for blood work analysis go as low as 264, meaning that if your testosterone is above 264, for some doctors, they won't even tell you that you have low testosterone, but realistically, anything under 800 is low. This means that your doctor is realistically ignoring your declining testosterone levels for years until you're finally below the absurdly low reference range, and then they can realistically justify giving you a TRT prescription and getting you as a lifelong customer to continue to get those injections. This is all by design. It's all big business, so do not be fooled by this, guys. Realistically, guys, if you're younger than 70 years old and you don't have a serious testicle injury or other health complication that makes you legitimately hypogonadal, meaning your balls literally don't work, your gonads are not producing what they need to produce, then you can absolutely get your testosterone levels up to the actual optimal range of 800 to 1200 nanograms per deciliter naturally. And there's realistically no excuse for getting on TRT at all. The only exception to this would be if you're a professional athlete or bodybuilder and you make an informed decision and accept the consequences in order to enhance your career. Now let's tie this back into our original problem that we discussed here. If we're going to find the right solution to successfully and sustainably combat testosterone deficiency, we need to figure out the cause of low testosterone. Now, the more you research and learn about how your hormones work, especially from this course, the more you'll realize that it's impossible to pigeonhole the cause down to one thing. Testosterone optimization is a very complex subject and is dependent on lots of factors. There are 7 different courses in the Top T Academy just to give you guys different lifestyle factors that affect testosterone so you can really optimize everything. This one is just going to go over how the hormones work. But in online searches, Twitter threads, and social media content, you'll find short, vague lists of things that can help or hurt your testosterone levels. You'll find difficulty in finding all of the information you need to know in order to fully understand testosterone, and you'll find even more difficulty looking for direction to develop a plan to apply the information to your life. After I realized my own masculine decline and confirmed my suspected low testosterone levels with blood work and the effects that it had on my life, aka the symptoms, I was absolutely determined to learn everything I could possibly learn about testosterone and how to optimize it. After pursuing this mission for myself, it became clear to me that I needed to share all that I'd learned with the men of the world. I spent years researching and organizing the information so that men like you could save years and learn it all in an organized, quick way in this course. The major keys to achieving what I call top T, or top testosterone levels, are rooted in the foundation of your lifestyle. I created the Top T Academy and all of the courses therein to educate men on my natty cycle system, proven to help men transform their bodies and minds so that they can achieve the highest natural T levels possible and dominate every metric of male success. So I'm glad you're in this course. It's good to have you in here. Let's fucking go. Starting in the next video, we're going to learn more about testosterone, how it works, what it does, and what you can do to optimize it, and then other hormones that are related to it and how you can optimize those to make sure that all of your hormones are balanced and your health can be absolutely maximized.